We're taking a look at the evolution of every Fortnite medallion that's ever been in the game. Starting with probably the most iconic, Peter Griffin's medallion from the very start of Chapter 5. Located at Snooty Steps. This guy was a menace, and take a look. He even stops to shake his maracas. Are you kidding me, Peter? I'll be giving you information on what all the medallions did, and all the boss and mythic information as well, including opening up any secret vaults that are connected to the medallions as well. But I got to admit, Peter Griffin being in Fortnite is something I never actually thought we'd see. And the memes. What an incredible death animation. Dropping the Peter Griffin mythic and medallion for us to use. The shotgun was fantastic, but the medallion also opened up his very own bunker underneath the map. And this is just the first of all the medallions that we'll be looking at as we go into the specific Peter Griffin vault with all of that juicy loot waiting for us as well. And don't forget to pick up the gold. Next up is Oscar's medallion. This guy had an incredible automatic shotgun mythic as well. Luckily, because we're heading into the storm here, he's taking a little bit of health. Oh my, okay, that's the easiest takedown I've ever seen. Give me that Frenzy Auto Mythic and his medallion. All the medallions from Chapter 5 Season 1 simply replenished some of your shields over time. And the more medallions you held, the more shield you replenish and the quicker you'd replenish it. It actually had to get nerfed originally because it was so overpowered. But extremely strong and worth having. Nisha's medallion, I absolutely loved landing here at Fencing Fields just because her Mythic Striker AR was incredible. And as you take down the shield, watch out because she'll go ahead and say, bring it on. The shield will come back on and a load of her cronies are everywhere. Tell you what, taking down these bosses in an actual map with all of the chaos going on, it was a pretty scary thing to do. We're not going to let the storm stop us though. Just a little bit of health left. Beautiful. I love the designs. The designs for the medallions are awesome. And that Mythic Striker, oh, so strong. Absolutely destroyed people. We're going to head underground into one of my favorite vaults from Chapter 5. I just remember coming in here so many times, modding my weapons, picking up all of the loot, making for 3 of the fantastic very first medallions as we go into the 4th of the medallions, Valera's medallion here. Chapter 5 Season 1 actually had 5 bosses and 5 medallions. Valera was the big, bad, evil boss who actually was the one that brought Pandora's box and all of the evil from the Pandora's box to the island, believe it or not. So she's the one that we've got to blame for all of this bad stuff happening. I'll be taking her Mythic Hyper SMG and her medallion. Just like all the ones we've seen up until this point, they will also go ahead and actually give you a little bit of health regen or shield regen over time. And the SMG was really good as well. We also had Montagu's medallion too. 5 bosses. Look, I will never complain. The more bosses and the more secret vaults and the more mythics, the more medallions, the better. Montagu knocking that health off really quickly with some nice headshots. You can see how overpowered it would be by the way having 5 shield regenerating medallions at once, which was possible in Chapter 5 Season 1. If you had all of them at the same time as well, you became the tiniest dot on the map for the whole of the rest of the players to see. Basically, your exact location was given away if you did hold all 5 medallions at once. At this point, we are in a very precarious position. The drum shotgun coming in clutch. If I get hit once more, I am dead. Come on, Ali, reload. Oh, this is intense. Let's go. Montagu giving his own awesome looking medallion and also his own mythic weapon in the form of the Nemesis assault rifle. Super strong. And if you headed underneath Gland Glacier all the way down, get that secret vault open using his medallion, you were in. And all of the loot was yours. Thank you very much, Montagu. We appreciate your services, and I'll be taking all of the gold and all of the loot from underneath your base. We're now going to be moving on to Chapter 5, Season 2, with the incredible Greek god themed season. This time bringing in 4 bosses for us to take down, including Zeus himself. They changed the way that you activated the bosses, which I really liked. You have to pull down the statues and enter in the battle phase. Zeus, obviously being extremely, extremely strong, taking him down with all of his shield, would then go ahead and enter into like a second phase as well. You have to be really careful. Bigger attacks, scarier damage. Bosses are not meant to be easy to take down. But we did it fairly efficiently. Let's go. He'll always drop the Thunderbolt, his own medallion, and then probably one of the worst mythics we've had, the DMR. Unfortunately, Zeus not a big fan. But his mythic was really cool, giving you an increased sprint speed, higher jump, and no full damage while sprinting. Now, my favorite medallion and boss to go for in Brawler's Battleground was, of course, the legend Ares. His Warforged Assault Rifle mythic was just incredible. I love the Warforged Assault Rifle. And if you partnered up with his medallion, it became just insanely strong. Waves and waves of little cronies coming out. But I had this boss fight down. Look at this. As soon as he came in, absolutely sprayed ahead, and you could take him down so fast. Look at that, guys. Hit the like button if you're impressed with how fast we just took him down. Warforged Assault Rifle mythic was so strong. The medallion gave you 4% extra ranged damage at distance, making it incredibly strong combo. And then one that all the pros love to go for was none other than in the underground with Hades dropping a beautiful mythic and his own medallion. He was scary, man. Okay, that's some glitchy bots going on there, but finally he comes down to fight you himself. Even more cronies coming in. This is a fight in such a close area. You gotta be careful, you know. Shield coming off. You could literally like suck the health out of you, and don't forget he had the Chain of Hades as well. I love how many additional boss weapons there was. The Zeus Lightning Bolt, the Hades Chain, making a season be more memorable and so much fun as well. Hades would drop the Mythic Harbinger SMG, which I also really liked, and also giving you the Siphon Medallion, granting 50 health or shield upon eliminating, which is so strong. The fact you can only get Siphon through a medallion makes the medallion amazing. Now, this was probably the most popular, as I'm sure you all know, Cerberus himself at Grim Gate, offering up the Mythic Gatekeeper Shotgun. And the medallion was super strong as well. Here he is. Oh, I'm liking the little clinger technique here. Okay. Okay. Health and shields come flying off. The spinning close range melee attack is definitely scary, and it's a very open place to be. So if enemies come and see you taking him down, it was easy to get snuck on, taken down yourself, or even had the medallion stolen. I definitely stole it off people before that were trying to do this, I'm not gonna lie. Nice DMR shots, 100 damage to the head. This will drop, as I said, the incredible Mythic shotgun and the medallion, which will give you the underworld dashes, even if you aren't in the underworld water, making for incredible movement, people. So strong. If we go into Chapter 5, Season 3, we had a Redline Rig, the Machinist. I always say her name wrong. With probably, maybe, my most favorite mythic of all time. The Mythic Combat Assault Rifle, with also the Machinist Medallion. This will give you 5 shield per second, up to 75. And you could also get access to a specific car. So another vault that came along with these. We didn't get any vaults Chapter 5, Season 2. So in here you could get the Machinist car, which was open up only to the person with the medallion. We know how overpowered all of the boss cars were in this desert-themed season, so it was worth doing it just to get this vehicle and destroy everyone with nitro and speed. So we head over to Megalodon. This guy dropping multiple mythics, making him a great target to take down. That shield is coming flying up. Megalodon's mythic will provide you with infinite nitro. Are you kidding me? That means you can bash through things, you can have unlimited sprint and mantling and sliding. It is seriously, seriously impressive. But arguably getting both the Mythics was maybe one of the best bits. So it looks like he's stuck. He's trying to punch his way out of the situation. It's just not going to work, buddy. See you later. We know how good the Nitro Fists are. And this is the Mythic version of them, having a few more charges in the standard. And also the Mythic shotgun in the form of the combat shotgun. Woo! I think the designs of the Chapter 5 Season 1 medallions were the best. I like how they always evolved and changed a little bit over time. This will also give us access to our very specific Mythic car, Mythic vehicle. If we head on over to his garage where only the person with the medallion can open it up, and standing there and getting it scanned could get you killed, so you've got to be careful. This is his behemoth vehicle. Probably one of my favorite looking boss vehicles out of all the boss vehicles that were available. You can see my feet glowing because of that infinite nitro ability. So super, super strong. Ringmaster Scar was available at Nitro Dome, but only after 2 minutes had passed. Once that 2 minutes had passed, she's spawning just like this. And look at the damage going down. Be careful, though, because her boom bow does not mess around. I feel like the boom bow is a really effective tactic of taking down vehicles at the beginning of the season, but was not used that much after. But the medallion and the crossbow combo are huge. The medallion giving you infinite ammo, partnered with a weapon that really needs the ammo, which is, of course, the crossbow, means that you can spam that thing against players, builds, and cars. It's really, really good. And we're going to get access to our garage. Open up, open up. Let's take a look inside. Now, during Chapter 5 Season 3, there were only 3 new bosses, but older bosses were available to take down. Like Oscar, you could challenge to a 1v1 and take him down as well. And so the same with Cerberus. As we're in Chapter 5 Season 4, the last full season of Chapter 5 with Marvel bosses, mythics, medallions, and more. Very, very exciting. The Raft is probably the most hotly contested fan favorite place to go to take down Emma Frost herself with incredible rewards. Get that shield on, Ali, because this fight is not going to be easy. So we're now suited up to take down Emma Frost herself. And look, she literally turns to diamond, and you need to know which location to shoot to get rid of that diamond effect. Otherwise, you'll deal no damage to her. So a tough boss to take down. But she's tough for a reason, because her medallion is insane. Her mythic is insane. So many enemies nearby. Oh, there's that 0 damage kicking in. You've got to be shooting the right area. And there's so much gold here to get as well. Make sure you're looting all of that up, as boom, we'll get the ability to reveal players. It will scan out the area near them, live ping them. It is so powerful. Look at that. You know exactly where the enemy is. It is so, so strong. And a mythic assault rifle, her burst is equally as strong, making her probably the biggest target for a boss this season. As we go over to Mysterio, a Doomstat, which is actually a town that Dr. Doom's built himself to try and build the perfect civilization. Everyone is watched. Everyone's under control. And Mysterio, once you shoot him, will spawn duplicates of himself and zip around the map. You've got to work out which one to take down. And once you've revealed the real one, take him down to get his medallion, which is arguably the worst medallion we've ever had, which is a stealth medallion, which makes you go invisible when you crouch, and you cannot control it. And if you're healing or shooting or doing anything, it will cancel that animation as you go invisible. But it's still quite fun to mess around with. It's just not that strong, quite loud, and I'd honestly leave it on the floor if I'm being really honest with you. But he does also have the Sovereign Shotgun mythic as well, which is not a bad shotgun. Because we now also have Doom, but this is Doom Bot. It's not actually the Dr. Doom. This is Doombot with his own set of mythics and his own medallion as well. This guy is to be feared. He's in, of course, Castle Doom, using those gauntlets. Oh my gosh, the damage he's dealing is huge as he glitches, malfunctions, drops the medallion. He'll be dropping the ability to get Siphon as well. 50 health or shield upon elimination is super strong. Everyone loves Siphon. And he also drops 2 mythics, including the Gauntlet and also the Monarch Pistol, which when you aim down sight does more damage, but if you shoot from the hip, can shoot faster. and makes for a really, 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 really strong Mythic combo. The gauntlets can shoot through builds and let you float a little bit in the air, and the Monarch pistol is super, super overpowered, making for every medallion that's been added into the game so far in Fortnite. We will soon be getting a birthday medallion for Fortnite's 7th birthday, which when you've got and jump in the air will deploy a balloon for you to float around. Super fun and silly, but I really hope we continue to see more medallions in Fortnite. And click on screen here to see the history of every mythic that's ever been in the game. You don't want to miss it, so click on screen to keep on watching. I hope you enjoyed.